Hi guys, ReefMan LLC here. Today we'll be talking about my 90-gallon mixed reef system, more specifically about the filter roller down in the sump, which has stopped functioning. It's run almost 3 months, no problem, but now it's running. I can hear the motor running, but it's not pulling the filter through, so we're going to see what's going on and do some troubleshooting. Alright, here we are down on the floor. Let's go ahead and take these curtains off and take a look at the sump. $20-gallon long sump setup here. It's got a Clarisea 3000 filter roller at the beginning. That's what we'll be working with today. The fun part. Let's turn off the main return pump and skimmer. I attached that filter roller about 3 months ago and a lot has happened since then, so I had to dig it out a little bit. Not a problem though. So here we are. As you can see, most of the filter roll was expended. There's only a little bit left. I'm gonna have to decide if I want to go through the trouble of trying to save that last couple of feet or just put on a new roll. Let's go ahead and see if we can get it out of there. Alright, so now that we've got the filter out of there, let's take a look at it. You can see there's a little bit of white here on the edge because I rolled it out trying to get it to work, but once I decided it was clogged, I decided to make this video. So here we are. Now, to remove this, I've actually placed a credit card between the nut and the equipment so that I can slide it in and out and easily adjust it. I found when I first installed it that the nut is a little close to the wire for this device and it got cut and had to be resoldered. So yeah, I highly suggest this little upgrade. Now I can just slide this right off, no problem. And technically in the videos it seems like people just slide the roller off, which would be really cool. I have never had success with that. Being this is my second time, I guess I can't say never, but I haven't had success with that and I'm not having it now. This is super stiff and on there really tight, and there's just no way that's going to slide off by itself. I don't know how to get it off except for with a razor. I'm going to change perspectives here and show you what it looks like as I cut through the material down to the core. See if we can zoom in there. Alright, now that we've removed all of the covering and filter roll, I'm going to cut it to a fresh point. Discard this. And we're left with this roll. I already removed this and took out the previous roll because I'm going to show you how to load it now. Now you can see the roller and the filter. That's going to be a lot more helpful. What you need to do is, being the cord is on this side and the mechanism's on this side and the slot here is on this side, you're going to cut a notch in the material with your scissors on that side. Now, ideally, you would be able to just slide this underneath here and it would load up. I haven't found that worked out all that well, so I'm going to use some tape as well. I'm just going to slide it into the slot, match up our little notch to the opening, and then take my thumb on my right hand push the tape down. The notch actually needs to be outside of the device, of the cylinder. Let's see if this works out a little better. Got the filter cartridge loaded. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it works. If not, I'll have to disassemble the whole thing and clean. I loaded it backwards for starters. Go ahead. Let's take a look inside the filter and see what's going on. Come on and focus. See all that debris down there on the rollers? I think that's what's causing the clog. So I'm a man of easy fixes. I believe that we may be able to wash that off without disassembling the entire unit. Kind of an awkward angle, but let's see if I can wash this out. Doesn't look like that got all of it off, so what I'm going to do is just take off the center cylinder and use a toothbrush while the flow is on. No go. I'm going to have to disassemble it. When all else failed, I took the motor apart and found that inside the cylinder there is a set screw. This screw had gotten loose and was keeping the motor from grabbing onto the cylinder and pulling it forward. So to keep that from happening in the future, I'm going to super glue it. Okay, now that the super glue is dried, I have reattached the cylinder and gone ahead and attached the fabric to it. Now I'm going to show you replacing the rollers. You can see we're on the tape for the final one. There wasn't enough to save, but there was enough to figure out what was going wrong with this, so we still win. Here we go. Voila. Alright, time to reinstall the filter roller. I have a little platform here that keeps it elevated out of the water and increases its efficiency. Unfortunately, it likes to float. Alright, that wraps up our roller filter troubleshooting video. The filter is installed back in the tank and the tank is looking flash. I was able to determine that the motor and the housing were no longer connected because the set screw that connected them had become loose. So I was able to tighten that and add some adhesive, solving the problem. The filter is now pulling the roll forward and is operating properly. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like in the comments. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments as well, or suggestions for future videos. This is ReefMan LLC. Stay salty.